Vain ni hun mang turin nin ruata kalom le maya maro so in sitana kop maya in no pang in kom te kan nual do na no pang te sha thiam tur a ti khani se ti khani a chu ti ni chuan sap tong a ti te ngai do na kan thiam angin kan ti ve tiang chu no pang te kha an video siam kharil ro tra te ti chuak lek lek zok no ko ul de lek an fellu to ka inu le pa te injirtir na ro pui le a tin kan soi du lok chu kan lu tak tak mai in kumban missionary nu te in ni ati a ro pui nu te tan encouragement charun so tin beki sharing ema ani nu kan ni na a kan mo phur na te le encouragement pathia na tanga don aron share khami ringot po kha i ho ti han ho bangi lang chuanin i mal som na ani to sa chu wangin an chunga khan lom thu kan so ya tuna chuanin no pang lam pang hoi de lekin kan tianga so we have lots of children and not so children anymore, so a little bit we have grown-ups and teenagers. So welcome everyone. We are very, very proud of you for the video that we just watched. And I am impressed with the miso and also the long sentences that you could do. Even though we try to learn miso, we will be doing in English for now. And I want you to keep speaking miso and do lots of lovely things again. I want to show you one photo. Let me see if I can do it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. So this is a very old photo, as you can see, but this is a very precious photo. This is me and my mom, me and my dad. Even though we celebrate Mother's Day today, fathers are equally important. So I want to put my father's photo and me as well. So I'll stop sharing for now. So I have a question for you all. You can answer verbally like this, or if you don't want to speak out in front of everyone, you can put in the chat what you want to, what your answer in the chat if you want to. So this is the question: why mothers are special? If you want to answer, you can unmute yourself. Why mothers are special? Okay, Kuman family. I forgot the name. Sorry about that. I can't remember names. So why are mothers special?
I think mothers are special because like you've been in their womb before and like they have taken care of you before. Ever since you were young, like they've always been there for you no matter what. They've changed your clothes, they've brushed your teeth, they read with you. And like fathers are equally important, but mothers can also do many things. Like mothers will be there for you no matter what, and like they always want to give you good advice. So yeah.
Oh, thank you for that excellent answer. Thank you so much. Who else want to answer why mothers are special? Anyone else? You can unmute yourself. Yeah. Are you shy? I think people are gone shy today. I'm sure you can say lots of things. Can you say at least one small thing? You don't need to say very long, just why they are special, just for one word. Say Hannah, isn't it? Hannah wants to say something? Or Sarah? I can't remember which one is Sarah or Hannah. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. I know everyone has something in your heart. So, okay, we have in the chat because they do a lot for us, just like fathers, which is a brilliant answer too. Thank you. So yes, mothers are special and they do lots for us and they sacrifice lots of things for us. And I am a mother myself. I have 2 daughters whom I really, really love. And I remember when I was a young teenager, one of our relatives said that you can fully understand the love of your mother when you are a mom yourself. And at that time, I was like, what she mean by that? I think she's quite right, because I thought that I love my mother so much, but being a mom myself, I can fully understand how my mom loves me so much. Here is another answer why moms are special. They know what's best for us because of their mother's intuition. Thank you very much. Brilliant. So yes, I would like to read a poem. It's in Mizo, unfortunately. I found this poem. I mean, I remember when we were children that people used to read, I can't say I learned it, but I've heard some part of it. It is written by our missionary who is called Reverend Edwin Rowlands, and his Mizo name is Uzosaptara. So he came to Mizoram in 1898, long time ago, more than 100 years ago, in 1898. And while he was in Mizoram, he was teaching the Mizo people how mothers are important, how women are important, how important is education, so all sorts of things. So he wrote this one, which is called Kanu. So I'm going to write, I'm sure that a lot of the grown-ups also themselves don't know about this poem. I think it's quite an old language as well. I hope I can read it correctly. Kanu. Kanu senin tunge mikol. Kanu du taksu. Trong thầy lavin tunge mipol. Kanu du taksu. Kadam lava atlay vara. Katrapa min lau zoy muchin. Ha takin chaklo chung po in kanu du taksu. Kalian deu tunge mizel kanu du taksu. Chenral omdan tunge mishel kanu du taksu. Kathu poi tham lo angai zo. Kei tur tumin om fo. Kasin tur amai chel ngai lo. Kanu du taksu. Ati siadonin mitinem kanu du taksu. Di sakve thung kavadu em kanu du taksu che danin katilom zeldon ama tho phallovin kafom kanu hi za berturalom kanu du taksu. So that's the poem. It is quite challenging to translate into English for me, so I'm just reading it in Mizo. Sorry about that. So Mothering Sunday, we say Mother's Day sometimes, but we usually try to use Mothering Sunday as Christians. It is always celebrated on the 4th Sunday of Lent. And Mothering Sunday is now commercialized, but it didn't start that way, okay? So those times when many people worked long hours as servants in large houses, on farms or in factories, Mothering Sunday was the one day in the year when they were allowed to visit their parents. Sometimes they took a special gift, like a simnel cake, to say thank you for all their mothers had done for them. And they also went with their families to their mother church to thank God. We are very fortunate to have our mothers who loves us so much and want the best for us. Mothers are willing to do anything in order for us to achieve something. We should always be grateful to them and show our love to them. But to show our love, it doesn't need that we need to give them gifts or presents all the time. When we are doing well in our studies and when we are kind, when we are helpful, those are the ways we can show our love for them. As we thank our mothers, Mothering Sunday is difficult for those whose mothers have died, whose relationships with their parents are not so happy, and those who would like to be mothers but can't be, and those whose children have died. So today I want to talk and share you a little bit of my experience in Madagascar. I'm going to continue the screen sharing. Well, can you see it? I'm not too sure. Can you see it, please?
Yes, we can. Oh, can you play?
Okay, good. So in the screen, you can see that it's a world map. So I spent 8 years in Madagascar. I'm going to put here is Madagascar, which is in the Indian Ocean. We are here in the UK here. So I was in Madagascar 2003 to 2011. And here is the map of Madagascar here. So it's quite a big island. It's the 4th biggest island in the world. So I worked in an orphanage here in Ambohidra-Trimu. You can see that? That's the capital, Antananarivo. And then just outside the capital is called Ambohidra-Trimu. So that's where I worked in an orphanage. So this is the main building of an orphanage called Akani Avuku, which is run by the Protestant Federation of Madagascar. So it's a big space. And this is the main building, the dormitories up there and the dining room. And this is a building built by the missionaries when they came to Madagascar. So we use as an office. So lots of children are here, mostly girls, but some boys who are the brothers of the girls also were with us. In those times when I was working there were about 120 children, from newborn babies until 17 years old. And these are the little ones having lunch. As you can see, they love rice there. They eat rice a lot. And you can see the green leafy vegetables. They're tsome. So they are happy. And these are the little ones. And we also have the bigger girls who came to the center. So the bigger girls, we try to teach them life skills and domestic science. So we teach them how to make quiche and chocolate mousse, as you can see. And so that once they grow up to be adults, they can choose what they like to do. Apart from cooking, they learn how to do hairdressing and lots of other things as well. So we love our mothers, our fathers, our family, and our friends. We humans have love for each other, do we? We love our family and friends, but our love have sometimes does not last at all. Sadly, lots of people stop loving because of certain reasons, just because of misunderstanding, disagreement, or different priorities and viewpoints. But because Jesus tells us to love one another, we Christians should try to love one another, not only the ones who are kind to us, but everyone. I want to read a story that Jesus told his friends in the Bible. It is called a parable of the lost sheep. I'm gonna share again. So we found this parable written in Matthew chapter 18, verse 10 to 14, but I am going to read from the Children's Bible, the lost sheep. Some people wondered who was most important to God. So Jesus told them a parable. Think about a shepherd. What does he do? He watches over his sheep. He gives them plenty of food and he gives them plenty of water. He counts them up to make sure they are all there. If one is lost, he looks for it. He looks in the barn, he looks near the stream, he looks in the hills, he looks everywhere. The shepherd does not give up. At last, he finds the little lost sheep. He carries the sheep back. He calls his friends together and says, "Let's celebrate. My lost sheep has been found." And Jesus said, God loves every one of his children just as a shepherd loves his sheep. When one of the God's children sins, they are like a sheep that has gone astray. And God is very sad. But when that person turns away from sin and comes back to God, God is very, very happy. He celebrates like a shepherd who has found his lost sheep. So the shepherd in our story is God, and the sheep is us. From our story, we know that God's love is for everyone. God does not want to lose us. Even when we are lost, he's willing to find us and take us back home with him. When we make mistakes, he still forgives us and wants to hug us always. How wonderful is that? In 1 John chapter 3, verse 1, we see that, "See how very much our Father loves us, for he calls us his children, and that is what we are." So we are all children of God, not only the children, but grown-ups too. We are all children of God. As we celebrate Mother's Day this year, let us appreciate our mothers and cherish their commitments to us. And let us also remember God, whose love for us is endless. I'm going to end with a song, and this song is dedicated to all the mothers amongst us today. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and God bless you all.